Hey everybody, it's Heidi Hope. Wait for everyone to join here. Happy New Year. Hope you had a great, healthy, happy, fun New Year's Eve last night. I went to bed at like 9:30. I didn't see the ball drop. I'm just gonna kind of wait for everybody to join here. I thought I'd come to you for just a brief little FAQ Friday from my house actually, so I can answer a couple of your questions for the new year. And I also have a couple of little announcements and things. Thanks for all the fun feedback from yesterday's Block Control Thursday. So if you didn't catch that, we just talked about some of the rude comments sometimes that we get. So if you see those during this broadcast, you can just click on the person's name and block them so that they don't distract us. So this broadcast is for, kind of geared towards photographers. Usually it's questions by photographers and creative entrepreneurs. Let me swipe up here so I can see all your comments. I couldn't see them. That's a little bit better. There we go. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys liked Block Control Thursday. Hi, everyone. Hi from Indy, Portugal. Awesome. What time is it there? It's got to be almost nighttime, right? Hey, everyone from Ohio, California. That was hilarious. I had fun. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did yesterday. Philly, Brazil. So cool. I love seeing everybody. Happy New Year to all of you. 7 p.m. in Portugal. Happy New Year from Georgia. Let's see. I don't think we're on mute. You guys can all hear me, right? Massachusetts, Minnesota. Hey, awesome. Hi, guys. Okay, cool. So I got a couple questions on my Instagram. By the way, I'm at Heidi_Hope on Instagram, and I got a few on Facebook. And I'm going to probably just pick one of each of those, and then maybe we'll take some live questions too, because that's kind of cool that you can do that on Periscope. Amanda asks, have you ever considered doing a workshop for photographers not in business? Well, that's a great question. I have thought about doing them for moms because so many of my clients and local moms really would love to learn how to use their cameras better, and I love to teach that. But I'm so passionate about business because with our business, I sort of just started as a mom with a camera, and those first few years were really a struggle to balance everything. And then once I paid more attention to my business, our whole world changed. We had so much more balance in our lives. So I think that business element is like so important. And I also think that there's just not a lot of people out there that are teaching it, or don't necessarily, there aren't a lot of great business models to follow. So, and I feel like I can really help people so much more through teaching that. So that's why I'm so passionate about teaching that. But someday when I have some more time, I would love to do a camera class for moms too. I talk about doing it all the time, or just a camera class for anybody who wants to use their camera better, maybe not necessarily wanting to be a professional. The year ahead, 2016, these workshops really are all geared towards not just photography, but like how do we make this work while not letting it overtake our whole entire lives. So, all right, let's get to some of these questions. We've got, let's see. Let's go to Facebook first. So our first question on Facebook, let's take Amy's question. What's your strategy on getting good toddler newborn sibling shots? Oh, this is really funny. Happy New Year to you too, Amy. I hope you're watching. So I'm kind of a crazy person. I think maybe I was a teacher. I was actually a high school teacher, but I probably should have been a preschool teacher because I love that age group, and I tend to be a little crazy with toddlers. So I'm always like, trying to distract them as much as possible, and I think I almost scare them. Like I get them on the beanbag, and then I'm like, whoa, a circus trying to get their attention, and I just get the shot really fast. A lot of times it takes like 2 seconds, and then I'm done. It was really funny because Kelly Brown, who is an amazing newborn photographer out of Australia, came and taught at our studio for the Photographer Rising retreat this past June. And she's so amazing. I was like in awe of her because she's so calm and quiet. Like everyone's calm around her. She's just got like, she made me want to fall asleep, like just curl up and go to sleep. So I can see she has that like natural effect on newborns. And it was so funny to me because I was like, oh my gosh, if she watches me with sibling shots, I am like a crazy person. I have like so high energy. So it was kind of funny how different we both approach it. That's how I do it. I'm sort of silly behind the camera. That was a great question, Amy. Okay, and one more. Jillian asks, when you started out, you worked from home, right? How did your client base respond to that? So I never did shoots out of my home. I always traveled to clients' houses. And that seemed to be, my arm's getting tired. That seemed to be, it seemed to be fine. I think the most important thing for your client base is that you present yourself professionally. So as long as you have policies in place and you have your pricing nailed down, and get your business squared away first. And as long as you're presenting yourself as a professional and your quality of work is good, I don't think anyone cares if you have a home office or a studio, or you're traveling to clients' houses, or you have a studio at home. None of that really matters. And I think all of it's really common. I think just your level of professionalism that you conduct yourself with, that is what is going to make people respect you as a professional. And Jillian, I know you're taking one of our workshops this year, which I'm so excited about. You will learn a lot about how to conduct yourself as a professional at the workshop. So I'm excited to see you there. Happy New Year's to you too, guys. I'm just seeing some of the comments down there. Okay, awesome questions. Now I'm going to just pull up my Instagram. Hang on there. Do you see my dead tree in the background? That thing is a huge fire hazard. It's like so dead. Somebody just asked, is our business model all-inclusive or IPS? It is IPS. But we do sell digitals, but we do it through in-person sales. IPS is in-person sales for those of you who aren't familiar with that term. Okay, I'm just pulling up my Instagram. Let's see. This one is from Mrs. Fogel. Happy New Year. My question is about managing customer payments and the best way to account for it all. I'm currently using QuickBooks for Mac. I have a bookkeeper and an accountant, but it's a never-ending battle to account for it all, taxes, fees, etc. PayPal is the main way that we accept payments. What do you recommend? Thanks so much. Okay, well, first of all, I don't do a lot of this within my business. I don't really do any of this within my business. Sean handles all. My husband, Sean, and I run our business together. For any of you who are kind of new to, I know we had a lot of new followers that probably have no idea who the heck I am. So we own a photography studio, husband and wife team, and he handles the business end, and I kind of handle the creative and marketing end and photography. So he does all of the accounting for the business. So we could ask him. He's kind of busy. He's holding Grant. You want to come answer that question? Sure. Okay, Sean's going to come on. We ready? Would your workshop be good if you're not doing IPS? Yes, it doesn't matter. You don't need. We don't even really cover IPS in the workshop. The online workshop covers IPS. The in-person workshop is a lot more shooting, but we do talk pricing and stuff like that. And you guys can find all this information on photographerrising.com. Okay, here's Sean and Grant too. He's holding Grant.
Yeah, we're gonna bring Grant in.
You guys better give some hearts to Grant. Look how cute. Okay, here's Sean.
Hi guys. So for the sales software we use a product, software rather, called PickPick Web Manager. It's spelled P-I-C-K-P-I-C. So that's PickPick Web Manager. It's great because it integrates with your online shopping gallery on your website. It tracks all of your sales by invoice, your entire client database, and all of your stats. So for those of you that like to pay your taxes monthly, quarterly, it calculates all of your general sales, your gross sales, your sales tax, has all of your client information, names, address, phone numbers, email addresses.
He is a good sleeper.
So he is a good sleeper. So PickPick Web Manager is really kind of a one-stop shop for anybody that needs to organize all of your invoicing, taxes, sales numbers in one place.
And then you still do QuickBooks.
Still do QuickBooks. I do the books myself every month, and then Heidi and I have our CPA check it quarterly. I always say it's best to have a second set of eyes, especially a professional set of eyes. Look at it quarterly, and if there are any mistakes or any abnormalities in there, you know within the quarter rather than at the end of the year when everybody's crazy anyway trying to get everything wrapped up. So I would really recommend having your CPA look every quarter anyway.
Nice. Cool. Thanks for all the hearts, guys. Okay, we got Sean in on Periscope. See, he's like he's anti-social media. So I can't believe you guys got him onto Periscope today. That's pretty awesome. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. All right, so that was an Instagram one. Let's take a live one too. Does anyone have any live questions? You guys can hit me with them now. You can type them in there. I'll take a couple there, or I'll go to Instagram and take another one. Let's see. Oh, who is that? CPW137. Who is that? I can't. You're an egghead. You got to get your profile picture up. N-Star Photography says, what are you doing to drum up business in the winter months? Well, this is kind of crazy this year. It usually is really is slow in January, February, March, but because I was just on maternity leave and I'm just coming back in January, we're like booked solid. Because I think as people are excited about me being back and shooting again and stuff like that. So, so we're busy this winter, but normally I do run little specials, or that it's a time that I slow down and like get the business in order. So we might do half as many sessions January, February, March. That's when we can really focus on our business. So that's when I want to like redo my price sheets and redo any marketing materials and all that kind of stuff. And then a lot of the printing of marketing materials we try to do in December, so it's a tax write-off for 2015. So we wouldn't be like printing a lot of stuff January, February, March, plus you don't have the budget for it in those months. But certainly a time if there's like a social media channel that you're not using, or you haven't started your newsletter yet, all those things you've been putting off, or maybe you haven't blogged a lot of sessions in a long time, go back and redo all that. Like I know a lot of people in January will do, the best of last year. You could do a contest or something with it where you're blogging favorite images and people have to vote on them, or that type of stuff. It's time consuming and you don't have time to do it in the busy months usually. So use January, February, March to show off all your old work, showcase it online, really promote it, clean up your Instagram stream, make it all really beautiful portfolio images. There's just so much that you can do that you like put off throughout the year. So that's what I try to do. And that starts to drum up. Then all of a sudden people start booking March, April, May because you're doing so much promotion January, February, March. But we always plan for that slow season. So like at the end of the year, we make sure our account has a certain amount that it can float us for 3 months if like nobody booked a session. But luckily, we always end up with business during those months. But yeah, some weeks are slow. So that's what we do that. Okay, you're getting blocked. Oh, see, that person must have missed our Block a Troll Thursday, yesterday. Block a Troll Thursday, because when you say nasty comments like that, then you get blocked. Yeah, blocked a troll. Yes, Erin. Thanks, guys. Okay, somebody said, does your workshop touch on the business side? Yes. So I'm so passionate about teaching business. The in-person workshop is 2.5 days, and we talk pricing and marketing and customer relationships, and then we do live shoots. The online workshop is like an entire business model. We had people take it last year that have been in business for 15 years and they still took so much away from it. So it's really building or rebuilding your business from the ground up. And it's 5 full days. So it's like 3 times as much content. That's the online workshop. But of course it's not in-person, hands-on. You're not seeing the studio and all that stuff. So it's sort of 2 different things, but online, super business heavy, geared for photographers, but creative entrepreneurs in general, I think, get anything out of it. Let's see. Would you consider critiquing other photographers' work? We do that at our workshops. You bring your work and I critique it there in person, but right now I just don't have the time in my schedule because I'm still really busy shooting at my own studio too. Like our studio is 90% of our income still. So that's where I wish I had more hours in the day, but I would love to do that. But if you do come in person to a workshop, I do critique there too. Okay. Awesome questions this week. Thank you guys, everybody. I hope you all had a great new year, and you made some good resolutions. And if you missed my scope on resolutions, you can go to the YouTube, just type in Heidi Hope Photography. You'll find my channel. And, I posted that scope there, and I'll post this scope there too. So you guys can catch it and rewatch it if you want to. So, all right. Awesome. Just kind of reading through everybody's comments. Enjoy the weekend. Thank you. All right, Happy New Year, guys.